Well, another jolly out today. We've just come out to go to the Victoria and Albert Museum.
And the lovely British summer weather, as you can see.
Yeah, it started raining. So we're going to have a little walk first.
Alan and Shaw do museums part 2.
Yeah. Alan and Sean do London.
Yeah.
Right. We've just come for coffee outside the Victoria and Albert Museum. So we're out for the day. Me and Alan again. So we're in a nice coffee bar now. Morning. Well, I suppose this is the last knockings of the summer. Find somewhere nice to sit. Alan's just getting the coffee. So it's 20 to 11 now. This is Thursday the 31st of August and we're out for the day at the Victoria and Albert Museum. Right, so we're just having a coffee in the cafe outside the Victoria and Albert Museum just before we enter the museum. Yeah, it's not bad. How much was that? Oh, it's not bad for London. London looks expensive. It's nice coffee. A nice latte. Nice frothy latte. I do like a coffee creamy. But I must admit, I'm a bit of a coffee-holic. I do like coffee. Sets you up for the day, a nice cup of coffee. Yeah, we're just about to go into the Victoria and Albert Museum.
3 stories.
3 stories, just had a nice coffee. And we're going into the Victoria and Albert Museum. At least there's no queues.
No queues this time.
This time. Morning.
There's 12 of them, and it was 7 to 9 last night. And the last 3 they're doing some life places.
We're in the Victoria and Albert Museum now. Very helpful lady told us about everything, all the different floors, what's happening, what's on. Hey, your granddad.
He lives down my road.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I do recognise him. Everywhere you go is statues, everywhere. Yeah.
You like South Asia, don't you?
Yeah, oh yeah, of course I do. Always there. Especially Thailand. South Asia, yeah.
Tiger, which is autumnal, which is like a, like a clockwork tiger.
Oh yeah.
And it's featured in one of the book Sharps.
Oh yeah.
It was made for an Indian Raj.
Yeah.
You wind it up, and he's eating the British soldier.
Oh. Amazing, isn't it? Lovely.
Who's tiger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took a lot of workmanship to make that. Beautiful antiques.
African Islands.
From 18th century Europe.
Someone actually made that.
Yeah.
Like candlelight. There was candles.
Yeah. Amazing.
Killed an elephant, took his tusk,
Yeah.
made that.
The ivory, made from ivory. Well, in those days you do get real craftsmen. You don't really get craftsmen like you used to. I mean, to make this by hand must have taken months.
That's because there was no Netflix in them days.
No, you did used to get craftsmen. I mean, that is beautiful. I mean, now everything's machine made, mass produced, IKEA. And these clocks are incredible. A lot of work went into things like this.
A lovely pistol, isn't it?
Lovely pistol, yeah.
Took some work, right? Louis the 15th of France.
Used to fight duels with it.
The British soldier.
Yeah.
Indian company
Yeah,
soldier.
you wind this up and it's like clockwork and you see it eating a British soldier. It was made for an Indian Raj back in the day. It just shows you how much they hated the British. It's a lovely design. It seems like a lot of tapestry in this part. Sultan of the Deccan. This is St. George slaying the dragon. The tombs of kings and queens. This is the famous statue of David by Michelangelo. I know what you're going to say, it reminds you of me. Michelangelo.
I think it's a copy. Not the original.
Very, very good copy.
I don't think it's the
From Florence, Italy, given by Leopold II. No, I think it's the original. It says it's given by Leopold II, Grand Duke of Tuscany.
How did we get hold of it?
It was a gift. It was a gift from Leopold. Kings and Queens. This is Richard the Lionheart, about 1250 AD. Isabel of Aquitaine. Another one of Richard the Lionheart. King of England, now deceased. So we've just been to the Victoria and Albert Museum. So we've walked out and we've come along to Nando's. Makes a change, so we're having a lunch out at Nando's. So it was very good. The Victoria and Albert Museum was very, very interesting. Was very good. And I used to work years ago in Gloucester Road at a hair salon called Robert Fielding, and they had a school as well. It was quite a very good salon back in the day, prestigious salon. They also had one in Bond Street. So Alan wants me to show him where I used to work. So after our lunch we'll pop along down Gloucester Road and have a look round. So we're having chicken, chips and salad for our lunch. I'm not having it too spicy, just a medium piri-piri, which is okay. So we're just waiting for it to come up now. Well, it's a long time since I've been to Nando's, so apparently you can have as much drink as you like. Yeah.
My
So,
favourite place, Nando's, yes. My wife's favourite place.
yeah.
Nando's.
Yeah, it is nice because it's very spicy. I do like spicy chicken. So, cheers, Al. So you've ordered the chicken as well?
I've got quarter and you got half.
Yeah.
I've only three.
Lovely. Just waiting for it to come now.
Very nice.
So our meal's just come. I've got half a chicken, mixed salad and chips. Alan, oh thank you, and garlic bread. And Alan's got
Piri chips, quarter chicken and coleslaw.
yeah, piri-piri, quarter chicken and coleslaw and garlic bread. Piri-piri. And I got a sneaky feeling we're going to enjoy this. So that was a lovely meal. We ate it all. We really enjoyed it. A lovely piri chicken in NANDOS, chicken and chips and salad and garlic bread. Did you enjoy yours, Alan?
Very nice.
Yeah, it was very nice. I can see you finished it. You finished your plate off.
Yeah.
You didn't need much for the dog. Oh. Oh, we left some garlic bread. So now I think we're off to the Science Museum. We've been to the Victoria and Albert Museum, which was very good, very interesting, but it's fairly early, only 10 to 2, so we thought we'd finish off the day in the Science Museum. I've not been there since I was a kid. Let's see how it goes. We're in the Science Museum now, and I've just found a photograph, a portrait of Isaac Newton. The guy that discovered gravity. If you recall, the Newton's cradle. And apparently an apple fell on his head, and he said, "Oh, that must be gravity." And that's how it all started. We're now in the Science Museum. Amazing. You've just seen the dialect, and this is a steam engine.
It's normally off.
Yeah, that's right.
This is Theseus, cut off the head of Medusa. Theseus. If you've ever watched Jason and the Argonauts, Perseus. Now we're looking at some armour. This protects them from the arrows and the sword fighting. And this was called a lobster helmet. It looks to me Japanese, but actually it's German. The reason it's called a lobster helmet, because if you see the back of it, it's the shape of a lobster. It protects the back of the neck, in case someone wants to cut their head off with a sword. And this was a sharp spear in its day. I can imagine on their horse they were carrying that spear with their armour on and their helmet in the 30 Years' War that began as localised religious struggles between Protestants and Catholics that grew into an imperial war. Breastplate and side protectors. This is for hunting, crossbows and hunting knives and falconhood. It must be for the hunt. They're lethal, these crossbows. Very powerful weapons. Blunderbusts. Muskets.
That will take down an elephant.
Yeah, muskets. I bet that's heavy.
That's a blunderbuss, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a blunderbuss. And this is a pouch where they kept their gunpowder. The pouches. Yeah. A lot of workmanship went into these guns as well.
More
Yeah. Beautiful the way they're made. The only thing is they weren't repeat rifles, it was just one bullet. And then they had to refill again. Amazing. You wouldn't want to put that on the floor and tread on it.
They do a hole in the walls.
Yeah.
Decorate the walls.
I wouldn't want to have that as a
It's
carpet.
used for soundproofing and also for keep
Well,
moving.
this is baby Jesus, and the three wise men have come to see baby Jesus.
I don't think it looked like that.
No, but that's what it looks like. It's depicting that.
wall hangings, they hang them on the wall.
Yeah. And they had to be covered up in those days because they never had pornography. It was very risque, these porcelains and statues. And they took their time up making these big tapestries. They never had TV in those days, Netflix or Amazon Fire Sticks. So they used to spend their time making tapestry and painting back in the day. Is that Louis XIV? X3.
13th.
Oh, it's Louis XIII on his horse. Henry V. Yeah, it's great when you see them dancing. The ladies dancing in
Oh,
Thailand.
must be small people to wear that mask.
They are. They are tiny people.
Back half of the Bangkok.
When you see these Asian, like Thai people, they're always fairly short.
Number 5, that's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. And a lot of these things are handmade.
And then go around the arm, look. Goes around the neck.
Yeah. That's beautiful, that is.
Gold and diamonds, ain't real.
Yeah. I bet that's worth a few bob.
Gold and diamonds. Fancy having that this one. Real diamonds.
Although it could be a replica. I don't know. Actually, just recently, the king, one of the deposed royals of Thailand, has come back to Thailand. It's been on the news. The problem is the people are so poor in Thailand, and yet the royalty are so wealthy. We're in a part now that's all about Southeast Asia. Hindu, yeah, Hindu from India.
The cow's sacred, isn't it?
Yeah, cow's sacred in India. Yeah, you mustn't kill the cows in India. All these countries have got such good cultures. Very interesting culture. And when you think of it, everywhere is different. Because a lot of it is Hindu as well. This does remind me of Thailand. Very superstitious, a lot of these places.